Welcome to another episode of A Man Understands. So, I'm here with Bruce Buffer, and you just gave an amazing announcement, as you always do.
Thank you.
I'm curious, how did you think of the word "it's time"?
You know, it's very generic, but to me, it's not about what I say, it's how I say it.
Right.
And I was never phrase-driven when I started announcing 25 years ago.
Okay.
So it came into, organically grow into a period where I used to come out and say, it's time to begin the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and I was associated with, it's time to begin, which really wasn't a trademark I chose.
Right.
But, so I never trademarked it. And then eventually, when the main event came around, I realized these fighters have been training for 8 weeks plus. You've been sitting here for 5 hours plus. I've been waiting for this event. It's culminated at this moment. It's time. And it's actually something I say every day I wake up when I look in the mirror before I shave. And I did it way before I ever thought about doing it in the Octagon.
So this isn't just a job. This is a life mantra.
It's a life mantra for me, yeah. I don't have a job. I have a lifestyle.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. So so it sounds like your advice to people who want to maybe create their own phrase, their own mantra is, what is the energy you want to deliver, not the words first?
Well, that's been something to always consider. The other thing is, don't even think about it for a second unless you're passionate about it. And unless it's like a poker player, go by the gut. And if you don't feel it, it's not going to work. And also, everybody thinks you can create a trademark and make $1 million bucks. Not true. Very few people have. My brother, who I manage, the famous Michael Buffer, yeah, we trademarked the Let's Get Ready to Rumble, and it's probably still today the most popular phrase spoken by a live individual. But, you know, it's the old story. Only 1% of the people ever get to that, whatever. But if you have a goal and you want to go for it, the one thing I can tell you, you won't get anywhere unless you are doing it and showing usage. That's the only way you're going to get the trademark.
Right.
So don't just think about it, go, I'm going to get rich, because no, it'll never happen. You got to apply yourself and make it happen. And yes, there's always that chance you will.
Well, that's the theme. I've been talking to a lot of people here, and they've been saying, like going for the money, bad. That's the wrong first intent.
Say again?
Going for the money is bad. It's the wrong first intent.
I got a different attitude. I have a 3-foot theory. It's like if everybody around me makes money and everybody around me is happy, then I know it's going to rub off on me.
Yeah.
And that's the way I work in my life and in my personal life.
Right.
So it just works for me that way. And it's a very unselfish attitude. But it can be successful if you apply it correctly.
So it's more like bringing people into the tent.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. So what does your vision of the future look like for your own personal brand and the activities that you're doing?
Sky's the limit. Yeah, with the UFC, I got a first-class seat on a rocket ship that's going uphill, and it's been an amazing ride for the last, for me, 23 years. We just celebrated 25th year anniversary last night of the UFC. But that, those are wonderful achievements, very passionate achievements, but I have other things I want to do too, along with that.
That's amazing. I have one question for you about UFC, but I'm curious. Tell me about your other passions first.
Well, I love fitness. I love surfing, but I'm a film buff.
Okay.
I'm a film buff, and I'm going to work in certain areas in that situation.
Because you've had the opportunity to do some movies in the recent history, and I think you're doing some now. I don't know if you can say.
My brother and I are in the new Will Ferrell movie coming out, Holmes and Watson. We're just cameos, but it was a lot of fun working.
Hey, cameos are great.
No, it's fun. It's a great experience. Anytime anybody gets a chance. I wanted to be an actor as a kid. I didn't pursue it. And thanks to what I do in life now, I sometimes get an opportunity for TV or film. It fulfills a childhood passion. The money's secondary, man. I'll always catch a paycheck on a Monday morning. I know it's brilliant, huh? I'll always catch a paycheck on a Monday morning, but it's not about the money. And if you can achieve, you're obviously into success formulas, I can tell. So if you can achieve that in your life, where you're working on a passionate basis, you're making coin out of it, and you're waking up and liking what you do, that's really a great nirvana. Doesn't mean you're a multi-millionaire. It doesn't matter, as long as you're happy. Right,
both of those together. You push a soundboard slider up on one category. It's not the great song. A symphony is what you want.
However you want to engineer it, my friend. Yep.
That's awesome. I'm curious, what was your thoughts on the Conor McGregor Khabib fight and then the aftermath?
Well, Conor got the snot beat out of him. He took it like a man, and he's a great champion in his own right. Of course, we all like Conor McGregor and his crazy personality. And, I mean, he appeals to everybody. Conor's got a gift of magic. He's got the it factor.
Yeah.
Khabib is the cool cat who, at a key point in life, he was in the Octagon. I think somebody said something wrong after the fight, and his switch turned. And he normally would not act that way, but he'd had it. And it doesn't condone it because what happened was wrong. It was a horrific way to end a perfectly spectacular evening.
Yeah, I know.
But Khabib went from probably 1 million Instagram followers to probably about 14 million, I think, now. And for all the right and wrong reasons, he's the big money cow now. So
I guess that's the way it works sometimes.
that's just life.
Sure. In closing, any last words of wisdom? You've lived a lot. You've done a lot. How can people watching who want to try something that's their passion, as we're talking about, get it done?
You know, you just, again, you got to think about what you want to do. Set your goals, write them down, do your research before you step on that path. And when you do step on that path, be the best you can be. You will never learn how to succeed until you fail. There's going to be little tidbits there, but you got to know how to get off the canvas and keep fighting. And when you do that, you become better through experience. It's an organic, evolutionary process. And you just do the best job you can be in that, and then you're a winner. Whether you win or not, that's icing on top of the cake. But if you're doing what you love and you're doing it the best, thank you for that, and you're doing the best you can be, boom.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Take care. Thank you.